Hello everyone. Today we start with this video where I'm showing it about VTP, that what VTP, how VTP mode client, VTP mode server and VTP mode transparent is working as all together. Okay. So I have already made all the configurations about VLAN, not about VLAN, about this IP configuration, that 10.10 network, this is 20 network, this is also 10 network, and I'll able to show you that how the same VLANs can communicate with each other. Okay, so let's configure it with this VTP mode server. Okay, so as I'm doing it, before this I'm going to tell you something about VTP mode server. So in VTP mode server, what happen is that first of all you have to configure all the switches in between the your organization to be under same domain. If you haven't configured it as the same domain name, you cannot be able to communicate. Another most important fact about VTP is that you should have to configure the link between your multiple switches as trunk link. If you haven't configured it as a trunk link, you cannot able to communicate with each of the switches. Okay, rather it has a server mode, client mode or transparent mode. So let's go to switch 0, which is our server mode, and by default each switch have configured the VTP mode server only. So if you want to change it to client mode or transparent mode, you have to type it, and then after it is converted to your particular mode as according to your want. Okay, so enable config t VTP mode server. As you can read here is device mode already VTP server. As what I have told you, that the VTP is by default on its server mode. VTP domain ccna.tv, which is what domain name I am giving it. Okay, so again I have to check this three interface FA0, 1, 0, 2 and 0, 3. So I have to go and interface FA, interface range FA0/123, switch port mode trunk. I'm configured this 3 link as a trunk link, switch port mode trunk. Okay, then no shut. Okay, so I have configured this 3 link as a trunk link. So it is not, if in between these two switches, if I have configured this one link as a trunk link, it is by default working as a trunk link. So it's not like that you have to go to each switch and on both the side you have to configure it as a switch link. As what I have decided to make another video on DTP, dynamic trunking protocol, where I can able to show you that why there is not necessary for you to configure this two link as a trunk link. By default, if you have configured this one link as a trunk link, you can able to communicate using it. Okay, using trunk means that the link by default converted to trunk link. Okay, so this is what I'm done with. I'll going to show you something about do show VTP status, where I can able to see that it is VTP mode server, the domain name is ccna.tv. Okay, again go to this switch, enable configure terminal, switch port, VTP domain ccna.tv and VTP mode client. If again I'll show you like king question mark, you can able to decide which mode you want to be. Okay, this also is a client mode. Enable terminal, VTP mode client, VTP domain ccna.tv. So as we are on client mode, I want to tell you something about client mode is that you cannot be able to create, you cannot be able to delete, you cannot be able to modify the VLANs through VTP mode client. The work of VTP mode client is that whatever updates it can receive from VTP mode server, it just take it, either it forward it or else it can able to save it on its database. This is what the work the VTP mode client is doing. And the transparent mode. The transparent mode is what a mode that if whatever is created by it, it can be received by in its database only when the particular VLAN is created by the transparent mode switch. If it can receive any other update from the VTP mode server or client, it cannot be stored it in its database because it is a transparent mode. It just forward whatever the packets it received from its interfaces. Okay, so I've configured this also as a client switch. Can to go to this before this as transparent mode. Enable so the terminal VTP domain ccna.tv VTP mode transparent. Okay. Enable config terminal VTP domain ccna.tv VTP mode client. So I'm configuring all the switches as the particular mode. Okay, but I have converted this 3 link as a trunk link, but I should have to convert this also as a trunk link. So interface fa1/1 switch port mode trunk no shut. Okay, so I've configured this link also as a trunk link. Again, I'll go to the VTP mode server and I have VLAN 10. I want to configure the VLAN 10 name as staff, VLAN 20 name as student. Okay, configuring this two as particular as the two VLANs. Okay, again, if I able to see it here, do show VLAN. Here I can able to see those two VLANs on this end. Just I have configured on the server mode, but the client mode can able to, like, after creating any of the VLANs, the VTP server is sending the packets to their particular switches, okay, to all the switches in the particular organization or their particular topology. Go to this again, do show VLAN. Here you can see these two VLANs are created. Again, if I going to this switch, do show VLAN. Here you can also see these two VLANs. Okay, now what we should do is that we can configure this as particular link, the VLANs on each links. Okay, so interface fa0/2 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, interface fa0/3 switch port access VLAN 20 switch port mode access. Okay, so I'm configuring these two interfaces as their each VLANs. Again, and go to this. Okay, interface fa1/1 switch port access VLAN 10 switch port mode access. Okay. Interface fa2/1 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 20. Okay, My mistake. Okay. VLAN 20 no shut interface FA 1/1 no shut. Okay, and again F2 I haven't shut it. Interface range FA 0/2 no shut. Okay, now what I can do is I'll go to the command prompt and I'll ping 192.168.20 dot sorry 192.168.10.21. So as you can see that in between the VLANs can able to communicate with each other. And let's see on VTP mode client to show VLANs. Okay, here also you can see by having the transparent mode on the middle, still what the transparent mode do is that it can transfer it to the client also the updates. Let's save the configuration. Again what I am deciding is that it is layer 2 switch, so I want to add another router to it so that in between the multiple VLANs they can able to communicate with each other. Okay, so let's add one router. Okay, router and hmm. So I also have to create this link as a trunk link. So this is interface FA 0/4. Okay, switch port mode trunk. So I'm configuring this link also as a trunk link. Okay, so now I'll go to this router interface and first I have to know enable configure terminal. Okay, then I have to type a command of sub interface command. Okay, what I need to configure is interface gigabit 0/0/0 no shut. Okay, then interface gig gigabit ethernet 0/0/0.10. Okay, then encapsulation dot 1q 10. Here what we are taking it as 10. Okay, and another thing is IP address. What was its default router as 192.168.10.1, sorry 10.1 255.255.255.0. Okay, and we are taking another interface as interface gigabit ethernet 0/0/0.20. Okay, encapsulation dot 1q, here I'm taking it as 20. IP address 192.168.20.1 255.5.0. Okay, and no shut. Okay, interface gigabit ethernet 0/0/0.10 no shut. And again we have to go to interface gigabit ethernet 0/0/0 no shut. So now let's do with pinging. Do ping 192.168.10.10. So what you can able to see here is that I can able to ping the VLAN 10. The IP address is 10.10. Okay. Again, if you want to ping, do ping 192.168.20.10. Also you can able to ping, so it's not about that whether it is in different VLAN you can't be able to communicate. You can able to communicate between both the different VLANs. Okay. Again, if you want to show that I'm pinging this side of IPs in different VLANs, do ping 192.168.10.21. Okay. As you can see in VLAN 10, the 10.21 I can able to ping. I also have to go to do ping 192.168.20.21. This also can able to ping. So today what I have in this topology, what we are learning is, first we have learned about how the VTP mode server can send its update to its different on different modes like VTP mode client, VTP mode transparent, and again with the help of this also called as inter-VLAN routing, where with the help of one router and layer 2 switch you can able to ping the VLANs on allocated differently, like you can able to ping the VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So with the help of this, the router can able to ping in between different VLANs. But if you don't want to, I have also forgotten to I also forgotten to show you about whether this PC can able to ping this PC or not. So what I have checked is ping 192.168.20.10. Okay, so as you can see, like the 10.10 network can able to communicate with 20.10 network. Okay, again if you want to see from this, so if I go to this command prompt and if I ping 192.168.20.21, so now you can also see that from this VLAN 10 I can able to ping to VLAN 20. So that's what the video is for today. So thanks for watching it, and keep following this dynamic coder, and I'll going to update you on a weekly basis by uploading my more topologies and about more networking information. Okay, so thanks for watching this video today.